What's up?
What's up, Crossroads? Frustrated. But I'm not the only one who's frustrated. So if you watched yesterday's message, hope that you did. At the end of the message yesterday morning, Brother James had a message that he was wanting to share, some special comments that he was wanting to share with our church. And we lost internet. We had an internet issue, and so we lost that part. But then last night he sent something out and said, hey, be sure to check this out. If you did not see that, I'll just go ahead and break the news to you. Our beach retreat has been canceled. And it's not a decision that any of us wanted to make. And I've shared this with you so many times. Sometimes the best decision is not the easiest decision to make. And there is not one person that will ever see this video that is more disappointed than I am. And it's okay to be upset, to be disappointed, to be, but I'm not going to stay there. Here's why. There is a reason that God has caused us to pause. And we've said that so many times throughout this 17 days, 20 billion hours, however long we've been in this pandemic state. God has caused us to pause for a reason. And I was just talking with Miss Paula, and she and I were talking, and I said, you know, the last thing I want to do is to go back to the way things were. So, in saying that, things are different right now, and things are going to be different for a while. We don't know when things are going to change back to a newer version of what normal was, but I do know this. We are working very, very hard to have a plan in place when the doors are open back up. In saying that, to our seniors, I don't have words to express how bad I feel about everything that's going on. But what I do know is we will celebrate you as the class of 2020. We will have a time where West End Baptist Church recognizes you and your accomplishment. We will have a crossroads time where you will be the center of what that service is. And we will have a senior luncheon for you and your immediate families. That's going to take place. When that happens, I can't tell you when it's going to happen, but I can tell you that it will happen. My prayer is that it happens before you go off to college. And please understand, this is new territory for all of us. I've been around for a while. I've been in youth ministry for a while. And almost half of my life has been spent serving teenagers and their families. And I've never experienced the ability or the non-ability, I don't know what the word is I'm even looking for. I've never faced no like we are right now. And you need to hear this. This is not a no from your pastor. It's not a no from your staff at this West End Baptist Church, which I will say I believe is the greatest church that there is. Just saying. It is not a no from Kenny. It is a no from circumstances beyond our control. And I'm watching people say, well, we're just going to go ahead and do these things. We're going to do what we feel is best for you. And is that inconvenient? Yeah. Is it taking away something that is precious to us? Yeah. But I've never been disappointed by God, and I believe that He's got something coming for us. In saying that, when we are able to start meeting again, we're going to bombard you with things to do. We've got something we're going to bring back that we haven't done in many years. It's called Ignition 168. It is 7 days of events that are going to take place. When does that happen? I'm not sure, but it's going to happen. Lock-in. We're going to have a lock-in. Y'all know I don't like lock-ins, but I love y'all, and I want to spend time with y'all, so we're going to do a lock-in. There's a lot of things that we are going to be doing, but the biggest thing that we need to do right now is stay faithful to God. I sent you something earlier because I wasn't able to get this video because I've been in a staff meeting all morning trying to figure out what tomorrow looks like. But I sent you the picture of what our devotion is. The new devotion is the comeback. I'm sorry, you know how my mind is, but it's by Louis Giglio. And this morning when I watched the video, I was like, you must have recorded what happened to me a couple of months ago, because reading his story, I was like, my gosh, that sounds just like me. I'm going to get a little bit into the details of what was going on during part of my time. But the beautiful thing about this is, in the midst of us having to stop, there's a comeback waiting to happen. For some of you, it's a spiritual comeback because maybe you've drifted from God. If nothing else, this time of pause has caused us to realize that we don't have to wait for church to have church. I'm going to ignore that phone. I hope that you can as well. We don't have to wait for Sundays or Wednesdays to have church. These things are put online so you can access them anytime you want to, and I hope that you're doing that. Again, I want to encourage you, send me a message, let me know that you're watching these things. I've had a couple of students, I've had several parents, but I would love to hear from you students. And I know it might not be cool to send the old youth pastor something, but work with the old youth pastor for a minute because I don't know what else to do. My plan is to be calling some of you, hopefully all of you this week, those of you that I have your phone numbers, just to check in and see how you're doing. A lot of things going on here, and a desire to get this back together. But until we are able to come back together as our community of Crossroads, I want you to know I love you, I'm praying for you, and I look forward to seeing where God brings us on the other side of this. Talk to you soon, Crossroads. See ya.